Hi everyone, my name is Oluwanifemi and I'll be talking about hypothesis testing and p-values. So when we get a group of data sets, like when we get a data set is what you get when you, like, for instance, you send out a Google form and like the responses you get. So the responses you get all together, you can call it a data set, like a population, or sometimes you call it a sample size. When I say sample size is usually like a sample drawn from a large population. So let's say you are in a high school and your high school could be your population. So when you do like a Google form for like your class, for your classmates in your high school, you can say like that's like a sample from the population of the high school. Okay, so hypothesis testing is when you try to use like that sample to predict some things about like the school in general, and then maybe you can use the predictions to work on how to better solve some issues that are prevalent in the school. So when it comes to hypothesis testing, you always have something called your null hypothesis and your alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis is always like in such a sense where, look, this is the same as this is equal to 0, always setting everything as equal. Then hypothesis testing is that sets as higher or lower than like either the mean 0 or the proportion. You don't need to know about that later, but like just imagine it as null is setting it to 0 or equal to 0, and then alternative is setting it at either higher, lesser, or not equal to 0. Yes. So when you run your hypothesis testing, I use something called RStudio, and I use R in general. So when you run your hypothesis testing, it gives you some values, and then that value it gives you, you have like something like a set significance value. Most of the time, the set significance value is only 0.05. So when your hypothesis is run and you're able to get a p-value of 0 less than 0.05, then you can reject your null hypothesis. That's when you know that, okay, what you're testing, like there's a variable in your data set that is very important, that is affecting the behavior of your data set. So you can continue running your regression and use that particular variable or more variables to predict your data set. And then if it is higher than 0.05, you fail to reject the null hypothesis, and that either means that the variables are not good enough, like you need to get other variables that there are other underlying factors, or you didn't run it properly, you didn't like maybe do some proper things, or there was like different bias or different errors in the test that you run. So that's all you need to know about like hypothesis testing for now. Yes, so I hope you find it fun and you do statistics in the future. Bye.